idea of what continuity is?
Well, it's when something continues based on, roots in my
So,
English word.
I thought you actually knew.
okay, give me a parent function of some kind.
I don't know. I can't.
Seems to be the theme of the day.
That's real.
She's talking about the living neighbors?
When you draw the graph of x cubed, do you ever pick your pencil up?
You know.
Oh, okay, so in conceptual terms, it's continuous, right?
Alec Bolin, Hunter Covert, Justin Cordova, and Ruben Franco to the office.
Or just literally in the genes.
Now, show show that x cubed is continuous at x equals 0. I repeat, saying it's continuous because I didn't put my pencil up when I drew the graph is not an acceptable answer.
What is it for midnight?
So do we just put?
You've had that before?
I've had that answer from many people.
That's like
It is a conceptual answer, not an exact mathematical answer.
So what you could
Yes.
do, you just plug it in.
Okay, yeah, so first step actually, what is f at 0?
0.
You have just shown that point exists. Alright.
How would it not
You're a
exist?
wizard. That's
Sometimes we
How
have
do you prove that
piecewise
it not
functions
exists?
where it doesn't exist. I'll show you one, because that's where
How
it
do you
really
prove it
is.
doesn't exist?
Okay, what was the other thing we talked about? How do I deal with the jump discontinuity? Okay.
Jump is check the line.
I have to do a table of values showing that this direction goes to 0 and this direction goes to 0. So that they come together in the same spot. Okay. This is often the hardest part for people to grasp. So they have to come here and here to the same point. Here's my table.
You have to make a table?
Wait, what?
Do a table of values, yes.
So elaborate with me how that loading that in.
0 is my x, right?
Yeah.
What is a really close, really close x value to 0?
So we're about to have to really start just cherry picking this.
Negative 0.001 is pretty darn close, right?
When are you gonna start planning us for negative
What's a-
0.001?
And here's another close one. So what we're doing is we're taking steps closer and closer to see if we're going to 0. Okay. Can you read that?
Kinda.
Kinda. Negative 0.01, negative 0.001. We are on the left side, right? Correct? Yep. We need to do one more. We'll do 0.1. What do you think is going to be on the right side? Yeah, same number is positive. So, from the right, from the left, we're coming together to 0. So, again, we're moving now. You are very, very used to a static, stationary math. I know where I am because I'm right there, correct? We're introducing movement along the line to you today. Okay, so think in terms of being in motion. Like, I'm going to Denver, right? What do I have to do? Well, I have to get 10 miles from Denver, and then I have to get 5 miles from Denver, and then I have to get a mile from Denver, and then I will arrive, correct? That's what this table is telling us. I'm getting closer to 0 and I arrive. Okay?
So then it's positive, you're leaving 0.
This is coming to Denver from the east. So I'm in Kansas, but then I'm not in Kansas anymore. And then I'm 10 miles.
That was adorable.
10 miles from Denver on the east side, 5 miles, and 1 mile, and now I'm getting to Denver from the east, right? You got the east side and the west side. And they meet in the middle for a gang war. No, but for reals, that's what you're doing. We know that Denver exists, right? We can come to it from the left and the right. That means I-70 is a continuous function. It never has any breaks.
Hey, Korea.
Unless Glenwood Canyon comes into play. So, now we just put our values in here. What is negative 0.1 cubed?
Negative triple. 0.001? Negative 0.001?
Yeah, just, so you're plugging each x value in. Is it kind of tedious?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of painful. But you have these nice nifty calculators. I'm going to show you how to use them.
Can you email me that software?
The raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calculus course now?
Alyssa Hood, Alyssa Hoyt, Nicole Hughes, Martha Jimenez, and Emmett Cooper to the office.
Do you want the more button easier or the less button harder method?
Easier.
I was so saying more, but how about we do both?
Yeah,
I like the
put your equation in here.
So we're gonna do calculus for science homework?
You can still do it by hand.
Oh, yeah.
It's a joy. You all have Chromebooks, they have calculators loaded on them.
I'm missing.
Spreadsheets do calculations. Well, of course, that's online too. Okay, so we're on y equals x cubed, yeah? Waiting.
I'm not computing.
Oh, we're good now. Okay. So this is the easy way. There's your function. Go back to the home screen.
Wait, how do you get the cube?
It's caret.
I'm not sure what you said that. It says carrot.
The second mode gets you to the home screen. Now, here's where a lot of people get lost because you've never seen this before. Alpha, trace.
Trace.
See what popped up?
Wait. From like the cube, the x cubed goes trace.
From x cubed quit to the home screen. Then do alpha trace. See how your functions, these are from the y equals menu. We did y1, right?
Gotcha. Yeah. Trace.
And you put your value.
Is this gonna be on a test?
Anytime I can calculate things.
This is just an easy way to do this if you want. Okay?
So that means that it's x that they're going to plug in?
There's your answer.
So what does that mean?
Anybody?
It's a limited
Negative 1, that many zeros, negative 9.
Scientific notation.
Ew.
So how many zeros are there?
9.
Wait, which one were we supposed to put? 8.
8 zeros. Remember, you start with a decimal here and go left 9 spaces. So 1, and you have 8 zeros. So it's kind of a long one. You can also do this. Which that sucks. You can also do that. answer. Now, here's the easy part. Either way to do it, hit second, enter. It brings up your previous entry, and all you have to do. Oh, what the?
I understand now.
Good. All you have to do is change it. Delete it a negative. When these get really long is when this gets valuable. Okay. They give you a very near answer. Now, second entry. Now I'm going to go back and do negative 0.01. See how easily these can start rolling out.
So you have to do the y equals 3 first, right?
You don't have to.
So
You can just do the calculations. It's fine.
Oh.
When you get really nasty problems like x squared plus 2x plus 3, the y equals gets valuable. Because you just hit y1, bam, enter, and then you can do the same entry. So alpha is and you can do the second entry on that as well.
So this is the.
And all you're deleting is one
Going
number
back
at
to
a
what
time.
calculus looks like.
So, okay, just some tips. You don't have to do it that way. It's just a tip. Oh, that's all.
Mr. Arthur, so this is the easy version?
The easy version?
Yeah, that was the easy version.
That was the easy one? Oh. What? I thought that was the hard one.
Is it or no?
He's pulling my leg. That was the easy one.
Give me 2, 4.
I like this one better.
Would that not be getting closer?
Okay, are we getting closer to 0?
Yeah, yeah.
Very much so, right?
I know it's hard to understand.
Over here. Are we getting closer to 0? So, because each side is going to 0, right? We can say,
The pencil doesn't flip.
yeah, since you just stored it.
Yes.
Why don't we do projects like that?
Okay, since f of 0 equals 0, and as x approaches 0, y approaches 0. Right, we know how to describe that.
Graph or the table?
As x approaches 0, y approaches 0. That's the table. F of x is continuous at x equals 3. 0. It's x cubed. Yeah, that's what you're saying here. You're saying it mathematically proper, right? It's like describing in behavior, you're just not going out to infinity. Okay. So that's the process. Show the point, show the table, make your statement. These two have to match. That's the point, the idea here. Or you'll have one of the discontinuities. Okay. Let's look at one piecewise function. Let's,
Mr. Arthur, do you believe in it?
what?
If you delete that last page notes,
Delete? No. It still exists.
where can I access that?
On the live screen. me?
Anyone get those last like 2 seconds?
I can touch it too.
Is that equal to or is that
All you do is calculate.
Oh,
first.
there it is.
You don't have to do my fancy method. Just do the math.
Move the screen
Scroll down a
so
little bit.
it shows you.
It says since f of 0 is equal to 0.
Wow, how'd that happen?
And then f of 0 y equals 0.
That was. That.
Yeah.
Good? Okay. Alright, so piecewise function here. Made it linear. Okay. Piecewise functions, I always draw my wall. You know, I was in Alaska when we had this video, so hopefully this helps. Less than or equal to. Okay. Okay, so 2 is our stop and start point, right? This function, I will do it in blue. Graph that line above 2.
So everything, all the points above 2.
Yeah, x is bigger than 2, right?
Then wouldn't that not be an extent?
So-
Stop at 2.
Is this bigger than 2 over here? No, it's smaller. So I'm just gonna reference my y-intercept. My slope is 3. I actually have to start here. I'm sorry. I am. See, everything is bigger than 2. Why is it an open dot? Yeah, no equal sign. Okay. I didn't. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1.
Jocelyn Loera, Daniel Lopez,
I'm pretty sure I got
Carlos Lopez,
But I haven't
Luis
known this for that long
Magallanes,
time.
Ricardo Martinez to the office.
This one, x is less than or equal to 2. So what's my y-intercept? 2. And my slope? 1, 1. Why did mine lose? I don't know.
That's good.
Everything below 2. That's below 2, right? So. What's your other question?
If wouldn't the line be going the other way if everything below 2?
Below 2.
Oh, no, okay.
Above 2.
Okay.
It's x equals 2. Right, so where's an x realm here? Left to right.
So like, it would be like contrasted if it was y is less than or equal to, yeah, less than or equal to 2. And then go.
Yeah, we don't mess with that. So the piecewise functions you will see only deal with x splits. Okay. So is that function continuous?
No.
Wait, I think you got the second or on x3, you got that point. Isn't it supposed to be?
3?
Yes.
2.
Okay, 3. Or am I just?
9 minus 2 is 7.
I just figured out what it is.
Yeah. I don't hear mumbling very well. I'm sorry.
I started it at negative 2.
I did. It's the y-intercept though. It's not the intercept of this wall or splitting point. So I started at -2, y-intercept up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1. I can actually start now up 3 over 1 because I'm above 2. Okay. So discontinuous. Right. We can see it. What kind of discontinuity is it? Jump. Woo! Jump. Look around. Woo! Okay. That's my error. Yes, ma'am. My intercept is 2. Down 1 over 1. Yeah. That's a slope -1. Okay. How do I show that numerically? Okay, what is F at 2? Okay, because we use this one, it's equal, right? Equals 2, so I put 2 in here. Correct? F at 2 is 0. The point exists, we've just validated step 1. Right? So far, so good. But now, for the table, what happens is what happens is I approach 2 from the left? On the left, I go to 0, right? Now, from the right side, as x approaches 2, what is y approaching? Error. 4.
But it's an open circle, though, so we wouldn't be.
Yeah, we're not at that spot. That's where people get mixed up here. We're not at that location. That's where we're going. Like, we're not at Denver. We're just driving there. But that's our destination. This would be your destination. It's just going to be a hole in the ground, right? So from the right, you're approaching 4, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4 is the y value. Do those match? Mismatch. You've just shown it's discontinuous. So, well, I could do the table there as well.
So why was 0 on the right would work?
Yeah. So if I came from the right to this spot here, it would be continuous.
Okay.
So in the homework, there's like the graph and then equation, you have to tell whether or not
Explain. Okay, so you're gonna have to explain why things are not continuous. Did I assign number 5?
Yeah.
Where is it discontinuous? Okay, last thing. I want to get you some work time, that's why I want to.
I'm sorry. You got the one that came right.
Okay, just infinite discontinuity. Can you think of one of your parent function that's got an infinite discontinuity? Good thought, but no. Not square root. It is square. Ah, who said that? Rational.
You're really on to everything.
That's an infinite discontinuity, correct?
Yeah. Oh,
Did you see it graphically? How would I know it if I was not given the graph? And I just looked at that. What can I not divide by? have anything that makes the bottom 0?
Tyler Matthews, Aurora Mayfield, Bladen McCormick, Kirsten Medina, Amy Lynn Medina. To the office, please.
Have fun.
Why did you say intro?
Don't worry about it. You're not gonna, I don't wanna lie to you and say that that's always the case, because it's not. But you're not gonna encounter a situation until you can handle it algebraically.
But
Please just let me. If you wanna sit down and talk about that, I can hang out with you, but trust me. Okay. That's a fantastic plan. Just let it beat you into the ground and stomp you in the hole. Don't show any toughness or grit whatsoever. It's so unlike you, actually. Here you go. Just try to- You're right, okay. Okay. There you go. I think we're good. Any questions? Oh, what if I got, let's just, real quick, what if I give you this?
No.
Where's that discontinuous? Infinitely. No.
Positive.
Positive 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. Right. So make the denominator 0.
Oh,
Alright.
wait, let's restate that rule you just said.
Denominator 0. Usually an infinite discontinuity. For your purposes, it will be for now. Okay, do you have the homework written down? No. But you have 10 minutes. Please take advantage of that time, or I will take it away.
oh, it was just the whole
Yeah, same stuff on Friday. If you were printing over the weekend, you probably only have like 3 or 4 points.
Yeah.
If you could do all the review, probably half of those. You score it tomorrow. Why is the function these graphs are showing the right place? Yeah. Explain that.
Why should I repeat my loss if I love it? I'm not going to get the first